Welcome to Smack This, the unofficial Godsmack podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things Godsmack. This is episode 21, Avalon Live DVD is what I'm calling it because that's what we're going to be talking about. This week in Godsmack news, the band has been kind of quiet. They're still posting a bunch of pictures from the European tour on social media. The tour ended a couple of weeks ago, so they must have had a blast over there. If you went to any of these shows, these European shows, write me a comment down below. Tell me what show you went to. Uh, how was the show? From what I could find on YouTube and Instagram and places like that, it looked like a great shows. Uh, we'll talk about that next week, so there's a little hint of next week's episode. And that's it in Godsmack news. On a personal reminder, I want to remind all my friends down there in South America, November the 8th is when they kick off the South American tour in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. Um, Also, I want to ask a question for all my European friends over there. Um, have you ever met the band at the airport? I was talking to one of my friends on Instagram, Thago Diaz, and if I butchered her name, I'm sorry, my friend, on Instagram, and he was asking me, have fans ever met the band at the airport? And it kind of got me thinking, I've not seen a picture or a video of fans meeting the band at the airport. Um, if I was him, if I was you, my friend, I would do it. I would. Um, I mean, show your appreciation, show your love and energy to the band. Yeah, I think it would be great. Uh, all my friends over in Europe, if you've done this, again, write me a comment, let me know. He's actually going to be at the Sao Paulo, Brazil show. Um, so yeah, I mean, I would do it if I was you, my friend. Um, why not? What would it hurt? Um, so on that, let's talk about episode 21. Sully Erna's Avalon Live DVD is what we're going to be talking about this week. So let's go a little timeline on this. Um, It was recorded on Sully's solo tour on December the 16th, 2011 at Wilbur Theater in Boston, Massachusetts. The audio was mixed by Andrew Murdoch. The DVD was produced by a bunch of people. Daniel Couture, who did the concert part of Godsmack Changes DVD. He did the acoustic show, the Vegas show, on the bonus DVD for 10 years of Godsmack. He also did a bunch of webisodes for Godsmack 5, which turned out to be the Oracle. Also, who produced this was Sully Erna, of course, Larnell Pasmont, Jason Goodman, and Noah Burlow. Now let's talk about the band. He had a really cool solo band, I thought. Uh, David Stefanelli is on drums, Niall Gregory on drums, Chris Decoto on keyboards and backing vocals, Tim Thurlott on guitar and backing vocals, Irina Chakova on cello, Chris Lester on guitar, bass, and mandolin, Lisa Geyer on vocals, and of course Sully, who did lead vocals, piano, guitar, and percussion at the show. The DVD was released on November the 16th, 2012. The show itself is about an hour and a half, so it's a really good long show. I love it. I think it's great. Yeah. How many copies did it sell? I can't find any information on that. I have no idea. So if you know or can find out, let me know. Again, write me a comment. Let's talk about the stage. There's some curtains in the background, kind of curtain drapes. Uh, there's some throw rugs on the floor. One for Sully, Lisa, and Irana. There's two drum kits, which I thought was really cool. There's a big drum kit over here on this side and a bongo drum kit on this side, which is a little bit bigger than the bongo kit that Godsmack used on the acoustic show on the Vegas DVD. There's a grand piano, keyboards, two guitars, and a cello. Yeah, it looks really cool. The way they had it set up. Yeah, you could see everybody in the band plus Sully. It looked really cool. Um, so let's talk about the DVD. Uh, Intro. Um, there's some music playing, like a ah sound. Then the house speaker comes on and says, "Welcome to Avalon. Experience the gift of music." Then there's some smoke effects, kind of with the credits. That's kind of in the movie part, and then we kick off the show. Avalon kicks off the show. Song number one. Sully walks out on stage. Big ovation for him. Like I said on episode 19, Avalon's such a great opening song on an album. Um, even for this show, it's really great. Sully and Lisa sound great together. It's absolutely fantastic. It's really cool. Then they go right into song number two, which was Sinner's Prayer. Kicks right in with that great drum beat. Uh, Such a great live song. I think that this song really shines on this live version. What's really cool is towards the end of this song, Raina kind of gets the spotlight to finish it off. Her playing on the cello is really cool. Song number three is Broken Road. Starts off with Sully on the grand piano. Uh, Absolutely outstanding live. This is such a great song. It's so good. They're just so good for this already on this episode. Uh, it starts off kind of slow and then it kind of builds up. It's absolutely fantastic. I love that song. Song number four is The Departed. Great, great live. Especially hearing Sully and Lisa singing together. It's just really magical thing when I hear it. Song number five, well, it's sort of a song, not really. Uh, it's called Lester's Ditty. Chris Lester does like a little guitar solo kind of thing. It's really kind of cool to see. Sully kind of lets him kind of shine. He let Irena kind of shine on Sinner's Prayer, so he kind of lets Chris Lester do a little thing. And then that kind of goes right into the next song, which is My Light. Um, Absolutely awesome song. Again, it's really good. You can hear it. It's heartfelt lyrics. It's about his daughter Skylar. It's really good. Like I said, me having kids myself, I can hear it. You know, I know exactly what he's talking about. Then we get into song number seven, which is called Cast Out. It starts off with this great drum beat, then it kind of picks up, and Sully's on bongos at this point. It's almost kind of like a jam song. Everybody kind of pitches in bits and pieces of it. It's actually really cool. I really like this. Uh, Song number eight is Three Times Fold. It's Sully on the grand piano. It's very cool. It's another little instrumental kind of piece. It's not really too long. It's not really too short. Sorry, something wrong with my camera there. Yeah, it's really kind of cool to hear. And then that launches right into song number 9, which is Until Then. Starts right in with Sully on the grand piano, Irena on the cello. Again, I absolutely love this song. I think it's fantastic. It's so good. There's another one. So, and then we get into song number 10, and that's called Midnight. Uh, this one starts off kind of like the drum battle between Sully and Shannon. So this is between Niall and David, and they kind of go back and forth, and then Irena kind of joins in on the cello. It's really kind of cool to see, and then the whole band kind of comes up, and then that launches into song number 11, which is called "The Rise." This is again, it kicks off right where that instrumental "Midnight" kicks or leaves off. Lisa gets the lead vocals on this one. She sounds so good singing this song. It's really great live. Yeah, if you've not seen this live, at least type in this song, The Rise, and you'll see what I'm talking about. She almost has, and I never noticed it until I watched it yesterday. She almost has this kind of Stevie Nicks kind of vibe to her, and it's really cool to watch. Um, Song number 12 is Eyes of a Child. Sully starts this one off on the acoustic guitar. It's just, again, it's such a great song, especially live hearing it and watching it. It's really great. Song number 13 is 7 Years. Starts off with that ticking of the clock. This is a song, another song, works great live. I really dig this live version of it. Um, as the song ends, Sully says thank you, and or thank you very much, as a matter of fact, and then the band leaves the stage. So now we're getting to the encore part. So Sully comes back out for song number 14, and he thanks the crowd for coming, and he dedicates this song to them. It's Serenity, which is the only Godsmack song on this show, which I thought was kind of interesting. He only did one, so yeah. Again, it's Serenity. I mean, what else can you say? It's such a great song. Still, now, was, forever. And what I really thought was really cool is it's just Sully by himself. It's just him on the acoustic guitar. Crowd singing along. Sorry, there's my notes. Singing along. Yeah, it's just fantastic. It's so good. Then after that song, Sully introduces the band members one by one, and as they come out, he introduces them. They start playing this little tune, and as all the band members are out, they kick off into the song number 15, which is The Chain, which I thought was a very cool idea, picking a Fleetwood Mac song as an encore song. Plus, it's one of my favorite Fleetwood Mac songs. Yeah, he and Lisa just absolutely nailed this version. It's so great to hear it. Yeah, it's really good. It's so good. Check that one out as well. And then as they get close to the end of that song, Sully asked for the fans to stand up who are still sitting down. I would be me, but anyway, he asked the fans to stand up and have their hands in the air, and he says, "You want to feel the power of music? Stand up, put your hands in the air," and then they launch into the last song, song number 16, another cover. It's "Hey Jude" by the Beatles. They don't do the very beginning song part of the song and all the way through. They kind of kick in as soon as he says, "You want to feel the power of music," and they launch right into the na 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 part of "Hey Jude," and the crowd's just, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. The hair on my arm stood up when that part happened. Um, yeah, it's so good. It's fantastic. The crowd's singing along, and then Sully says, and that's the gift of music. Thank you very much. And then the credits start rolling. Fantastic DVD. I think it's fantastic. I've said that a lot, but it is. It's really great. Um, so I'm going to go just a little extra on you. This was actually, he actually released this as a box set as well. It's not just the DVD by itself, but he put a box set together, which I thought was really cool. It's kind of hard to come by. And if you do see it, it's really expensive because he only made so many box sets. But it's two CDs, easy for me to say, two CDs. One is Avalon, and the other one is Avalon Live, which is what the DVD is. So you get a live, actual CD recording of it. There's a poster, there's a guitar pick, a necklace, a backstage pass, a keychain, a coffee table book, plus 4 DVDs. One of them's like the Journey of Avalon, the making of the DVD. I think one of them's the making of the album. I mean, there's bonus stuff. There's just all kinds of stuff. Yeah, he really packed it full. If you got this box set, again, write me a comment. Let me know. Uh, so rate it 1 out of 10. I'm actually going to give it a 10. I really like this live show. I haven't seen it in a while. So yeah, watching this again brought back some memories and how much I liked this solo album to begin with. All right, homework this week. Do you have the DVD? Uh, did you go to the show? There's your 2 homework questions. Write me a comment down below. Episode 22 is next week. I'm going to do the European tour review. I'm going to talk about the set list, the stage, some of the cancellations that they did. I'll talk about that. Yeah, so that's next week. Episode 22. 22 weeks of talking all things Godsmack. So let's keep this ball going. Also, I want to thank real fast all the people who watched and viewed last week's episode and the week before's episode. They jumped up really high. I thank you very much. So let's keep this ball rolling, and I'll see you guys next Thursday. If you know anybody who likes to talk about Godsmack, hear about Godsmack, send them this way. Tell them to Google search it, Smack This the Unofficial. Go on Firefox, do the same thing. Go on YouTube, type in Smack This the Unofficial. Everything will pop up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. And you just got Godsmack.